Welcome to my channel. Today I will be decorating for fall, but before I get into that, I'm going to be doing 3 really easy DIYs because I want to incorporate this into my fall decor. So the first thing I'm doing is just taking a large tin can, and I'm pretty sure this was tomato sauce, and I just cleaned it out and cut the top off. And I did take the pliers and I pinched down where the lid came off because it was a little bit sharp and sticking out. But here I'm just adding some florals that I had left over from a previous project, along with some old floral foam that I keep on hand just because it's still good and I can reuse it. And once I have this all put together, then I am going to move on to this metal pumpkin, and what I'm going to do with this is turn it into a candle holder. So the first thing I'm doing is using a pencil and some green floral wire, and I wrapped it around the pencil to make a spiral, and then I wrapped it around the stem of the pumpkin. And I will be making 4 of these and adding them to the pumpkin. Now that I have the little vines on that I made out of the floral wire, I will be taking some of my E6000 glue and I will be adding it to the bottom of this glass candle holder. Once I have that done, the next thing I'll do is I will be adding some hot glue to the inside of the pumpkin itself. That way, whenever I put the candle holder in, the hot glue will hold it in place while the E6000 glue dries. Next, I will be placing a pine cone on the top of the pumpkin, and I'm just going to hot glue it, and it worked out just fine even though this is metal. And then I just have this little battery operated tea light, and this one has a yellow flame, and I'm setting it in there, and that's all there was to this project. You'll see in a few minutes whenever I decorate that I set that pumpkin on top of a layer of leaves and it looks beautiful. So this wreath right here is beautiful in itself because it's a grapevine wreath. I picked up at a garage sale the other day for 50 cents, so I thought I definitely want to use this in my fall decor. I'm keeping it simple right now because I have used up the majority of my fall supplies, so I'm just adding a couple of leaves and a pine cone to this, and I'm sure sometime in the future I will pick up some supplies and do something really beautiful with this. And once I have this done, I'm going to hang it up in my living room. And now it's time to decorate. Here's the tin can of flowers, my little bless sign, and I'll be adding a pine cone. One great thing about pine cones is you can find them a lot of times for free by picking them up off the ground, and they are great to add as accents into your decor, whether it's fall, whether it's winter, or Christmas. And here I'm just adding some stuffed pumpkins, and then I have this pumpkin bowl which I also found at a garage sale for 10 cents, and I'm filling it with pine cones as well. But the pine cones, they just add a nice warm element to your decor. And you'll see a little bit later when I show everything that I have added pine cones to pretty much all of my decor groupings. And here I had this little stack of pumpkins that I put up on my shelf. And this is a chandelier that I made out of a wreath. And I will be linking either some of my videos below or I'll try to link my whole playlist of fall vibes so you can go in and watch some of my previous fall videos. And for the coffee table, I already had this wood tray there, and I'm just adding a glass pumpkin, a simple bread basket, and some fall leaves. And then a little bit later, I went back in and I added a couple of small orange pumpkins and some pine cones. And these leaves that I have here, they're actually strings of leaves and they're made to hang from the ceiling, but I don't want to do that with them. So I just sort of threw a bunch of them right here into my shelf in the cabinet in my kitchen, and this is where I placed my metal pumpkin candle holder. And this just turned out so cute. And these are attached to fishing string, so I was just hiding a little bit of it. And here's just a little wooden basket. I turned this cup upside down in the basket so I wouldn't have to put as much fruit in the basket because I'm putting oranges and apples in here, but I really probably needed a larger coffee cup or maybe even a bowl because my oranges, because they're mandarins, they just kept falling on the outside of the coffee cup between the cup and the basket. But it ended up working out. I still had a couple of oranges left in the fridge, and so I grabbed those and I added them to the basket. And this is a table centerpiece that I made recently. And this is what will be on my table for the rest of the fall season. And once I get this put together with its jars with the fairy lights, then I will show you the place settings that I'll be doing. I found these little crocheted placemats at a garage sale as well, and they were so cute. The colors were perfect for fall. And now I'm using 2 different plates, 2 different sizes, and 2 different shapes and 2 different colors. And then I'm placing a small orange pumpkin and a pine cone on them. After I had the table completely set, I just wasn't satisfied with the way the place settings looked with the items on them. So you will see in just a minute that I go back in and I add a couple of more items on top of the plates, and that just really makes a big difference. We cannot forget our mason jar cups. And of course some more pine cones. And this just ties everything together. So I decided to add just a couple of artificial leaves in 2 different colors. And then I had some more of the glass candle holders, tea light holders. So I added one of those with some regular tea light, battery operated, but they're just a regular soft yellow color. And that just made a huge difference. And then these wall sconces I made earlier in the year, or maybe it might have even been last year, but I think it was earlier in the year. And I just wanted to go ahead and light these up. I love lighting, I love ambiance, I love coziness, and so these just bring an element of that. And I have, this is my other little glass pumpkin. It's so cute. And this door sign I actually picked up at the Dollar Tree last year. And here is my decor with my pine cones and my leaves added. And here you can see the pumpkins and the pine cones added to the coffee table centerpiece. And of course the chandelier, which is one of my favorite things. It's so pretty. It's prettier in person even. And that is my dog Bax, who you saw in the beginning of the video. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope this inspires you to decorate for fall. It's just so nice to have your house warm and inviting and cozy for the fall season. Have a blessed day, and please come back and visit my channel, and I hope to see you again. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your friends. Thank you so much for watching.